Red Hot Chili Peppers band history and information. In rock music, history have lived a life as chaotic, triumphant, and resilient as the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Formed in the high-energy, drug-fueled underground scene of the 1980s in LA, RHCP pioneered a sonic hybrid of punk grit, slap bass funk, psychedelic rock, and hip-hop spoken word that changed the landscape of alternative rock. Over 4 decades later, with over 120 million records sold worldwide and a spot in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, the Chili Peppers stand as true titans of modern music. Number 1. Formation and the Underground Era, 1983 to 1988. The band's origins trace back to Fairfax High School in LA, where vocalist Anthony Kiedis, bassist Michael "Flea" Baltzary, guitarist Hillel Slovak, and drummer Jack Irons formed a tight bond. Originally coming together for a one-off gig at the Grandia Room in late 1982 under the outrageous moniker Tony Flo and the miraculously majestic Masters of Mayhem, the group's raw energy and hyperactive stage presence, often performing wearing nothing but strategically placed tube socks, instantly built a cult local following. Renaming themselves the Red Hot Chili Peppers, they secured a record deal with EMI in 1983. Early lineup conflicts arose immediately when Slovak and Irons prioritized their other group, What Is This?, forcing Kiedis and Flea to record their 1984 self-titled debut album with guitarist Jack Sherman and drummer Cliff Martinez. Slovak returned for their second album, Freaky Styley 1985, produced by funk legend George Clinton, followed by Irons returning for the Uplift Mofo Party Plan in 1987, the only album featuring all 4 founding members. However, as the band gained momentum, severe substance addiction plagued the group. On June 25, 1988, Hillel Slovak tragically died of a heroin overdose. Devastated, Irons left the band, leaving Kiedis and Flea at a critical crossroads. Number 2. Breakthrough and the Frusciante Era, 1988 to 1992. Rebuilding from tragedy, Kiedis and Flea recruited 2 key musicians who defined the band's classic lineup: 18-year-old guitar prodigy and megafan John Frusciante, alongside powerhouse Detroit drummer Chad Smith. Their first joint effort, Mother's Milk 1989, brought mainstream recognition with hits like Higher Ground, a Stevie Wonder cover, and Knock Me Down. But it was their 1991 masterpiece, Blood Sugar Sex Magic, recorded with producer Rick Rubin in a reportedly haunted Hollywood mansion, that turned them into global superstars. Driven by iconic singles like Give It Away and the emotional ballad Under the Bridge, the album sold millions and cemented their distinct sound. I realized that the Chili Peppers were the place where I could express all the sides of my musical personality. John Frusciante. The sudden onslaught of massive fame, coupled with heavy touring and personal struggles, took a severe toll on Frusciante. Overwhelmed, he abruptly quit the band mid-tour in Japan in 1992. Number 3. Transition and the Californication Renaissance, 1993 to 2007. Following Frusciante's departure, the band experimented with former Jane's Addiction guitarist Dave Navarro. They released One Hot Minute in 1995, a heavier, darker album that, despite solid sales, lacked the natural synergy of previous works. By 1998, Navarro was fired, and the band faced potential collapse as Frusciante fought a life-threatening addiction to heroin and cocaine. In a story of profound recovery, Flea reconnected with a clean Frusciante and invited him back. Reunited, the Core 4 recorded Californication, 1999. Some 4 featured music albums. 1. Blood Sugar Sex Magic in 1991. Breakout smash hit Under the Bridge, Give It Away. 2. Californication in 1999, commercial peak, sold 16 million copies. Scar Tissue, Other Side. 3. By the Way in 2002, melodic art pop shift, Can't Stop By the Way. 4. Stadium Arcadium in 2006, epic double album, 5 Grammys, Danny California, Snow Hey Oh. Californication became their biggest commercial success, showcasing a shift toward textured melodic songwriting alongside their signature funk root. They followed it with the atmospheric By the Way 2002 and the ambitious 28-track double album Stadium Arcadium 2006, which debuted at number 1 on the Billboard 200 and won 5 Grammy Awards. Number 4. Lineup changes and return of the Prodigal Son, 2009 to present. In 2009, Frusciante amicably departed a second time to pursue electronic and experimental solo music. He was replaced by touring guitarist and close collaborator Josh Klinghoffer. With Klinghoffer, RHCP released 2 studio albums, I'm With You 2011 and The Getaway 2016, maintaining their status as global stadium headliners and receiving their Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction in 2012. In December 2019, history repeated itself in the best way possible. The band announced Klinghoffer's departure and the return of John Frusciante once again. Re-energized, the classic 4-piece released 2 full-length studio albums in 2022, Unlimited Love and Return of the Dream Canteen, proving their creative spark remains as fiery as ever. Musical style and cultural legacy. What makes the Red Hot Chili Peppers unique is the distinct combination of their core instrumentation. Anthony Kiedis' lead vocals, known for his transition from rapid-fire, staccato rap vocals to heartfelt, introspective melodic hooks. Flea bass guitar, famed for his slap bass technique, blending Larry Graham-style funk slap with punk aggressiveness, driving the harmonic structure of their songs. John Frusciante guitar, emphasizes emotion, melody and minimalism over speed, drawing heavily from Jimi Hendrix and funk rhythm playing. Chad Smith drums, a powerhouse drummer whose thunderous groove and tight pocket bridge the gap between heavy hard rock and danceable funk. By bridging the gap between underground funk punk and mainstream alternative rock, the Chili Peppers laid the structural foundation for entire genres in the 1990s, including funk metal, rap rock and nu metal. Today their music endures across generations, characterized by survival, deep brotherhood, and an unwavering commitment to musical exploration.